just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Dunking
All right. All right.
Bro.
Oh
I don't see
man.
why she feels embarrassed,
Yeah.
like
You
uncomfortable.
you
Like
put
you
on the
wore it, you
dress.
wore it, you showed it off, you shared it via social media, and when we talk about it, now all of a sudden you're trying to hide your head in the sand. Make it make
Is she
sense.
a singer? That she was on the
She's
stage,
not a
right?
singer.
She plays basketball.
I just saw her on a stage.
Yeah, she was at a club night at an event, right? So she wore an outfit where the cheeks was out a little bit at the back. And
A little bit.
I know who she is. I know her name. I know who she is. Okay, I promise you I know who she is. Jesus.
Let's be honest. She ain't got but a little bit of cheeks. So what little bit she has, some of it was showing. All right. Now, let's to put this in context, right? She would sell a lot of shirts if she did that. And that's not the craziest thing Shaq ever did. Shaq used to tackle people in the locker room butt naked. Shaq has been inappropriate his whole career. There are countless. You go to YouTube and look how many stories of Shaq doing something inappropriate to somebody butt naked. He would have been kicked out.
So she said that was an inappropriate comment. Is that what we're saying?
That's what they're saying. Is it was an uncomfortable comment for him to make. He's her boss at Reebok, right? He's her boss. So
okay, gotcha.
It is an uncomfortable thing to come from your boss. Period.
So is this an example of code switching? He could if he would have said it differently.
If he wasn't her boss, it would. I don't think it would have had the same outcome. He is her boss.
Got it.
That's it. He's the president.
Was Shaq talking to her, and there was no type of business relationship. That's different. But he's her boss.
Right. He's the president of operations for Reebok. He's the person that opted to sign her and give her the endorsement deal that she has. That endorsement deal pays all of her bills. She's admitted on countless times that the money that she gets from the WNBA wouldn't even cover her rent. Her NIL deals, her endorsements are what pay her bills. So pretty much the person who pays her bills made a comment and she felt uncomfortable. It's not the end of the world, but I don't think he was being sexist. I think he was just Shaq.
He was just being honest.
Yeah. All right, so I do want to comb through some of these comments as well. So there was somebody that said Queen Durham. Some things about him scares me. I just don't want him around. No kids unsupervised. And Curtis, man, which is a watcher, he responded by saying, "Y'all got to stop this." For context, Morris Chestnut is older than Shaq by 3 years. I doubt any of y'all would have said the same reaction. So cut it. These are some of the comments that was said as well. Shaq is the uncle you warn your little friend about before Thanksgiving dinner. A woman, Ron Brown, very uncomfortable. I hate when old dudes do stuff like this to young girls. Shaq sounded like the family uncle you keep the kids off the lap of. Old men like this is so cringe. Shaq like to party and y'all got to tell him no. Well, that's inappropriate and awkward. Come on, Shaq, what the F? You 30 years older than her and you're supposed to be her mentor. You could tell she uncomfortable. He needs to chill. So it's just a lot of comments, various. I'll post a link in the chat so you guys can actually look and see what the comments are saying. But let's go ahead and get back to this discussion.
Why? Go ahead, Shan.
So when I saw it, I was thinking that kind of, right? So what I was thinking was, I think the problem is not even that he's the boss, right? I think that there's such an age gap, and when you're so young, you just, for whatever reason, you know, when you dress a certain kind of way, you're trying to pull a certain kind of person, which I assume is in her age range. And then you hear an older guy who you don't even look at in that kind of way, who's notices it and then speaks on it, and you you associate him like that's my granddaddy saying I look a certain kind of way. Because I would even argue that even if it was Morris Chestnut, if Morris Chestnut is hot, some women are into older men and some women are just not, right? And she seems to be a pretty person. And the thing about it is you don't know which one you're going to get, right? So it's a gamble. And so unfortunately, she looked at it as kind of weird. And because she looked at it, everybody else is like, they started to remember that one guy, those old guys in the club who try to holler at you and you super young, and they put it in that category, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because we've all had that experience, especially in our younger age, that one guy who is super older than you, and you like, I did not come for you. I came for him, the guy 5 years older than me, 3 years older than me. But since you're here and you made a comment, you don't want to say anything to hurt his feelings, but at the same time, you like, girl, he's super weird. He's something wrong, and they go into that whole pedophile, even though this girl is well above age. He's not a pedophile. You are of legal age. I've seen Shaq volunteer at children's hospitals, go and talk to little kids, and there's nothing about him that seems creepy around little children. Layla was in the hospital one time and he did a visit to all of the kids. He was very caring. He was very nice. Nothing. So let's just take that out of the situation. I think that word is being used a little bit, but this is just a situation where some women are just not down for that, and they're gonna look at you as the creep because it's like, dude, why you not just date somebody your own age, or near your own age, So
how is it not creepy to go out in public with your ass out? Like, how did we get past that point where you can literally, and this isn't the first time that she's been outside at a function with her
booty out, and this is a public function. They all have their butts out. Seem like
you're a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? You're a basketball player. You're a basketball player in a women's league where women are fighting for equality and not to be sexualized and all this other stuff, but you're constantly coming out to functions with your ass out. How is that not creepy?
So Viz, real fast, and I'm gonna stop talking because I know I've said, I just came from 2 homecomings. I went to Clark's homecoming last week because I have a friend goes there, and I went with a girlfriend who went to Spelman, so I went to their homecoming yesterday. There's a new trend of booty out. Okay. Like, it's called a bubble skirt, I guess, because you also have a bubble. I don't know why they called it that, but it's a trend where these girls are wearing these little. Do you remember how you used to have tennis skirt, but the tennis skirt doesn't go past the butt? It stops right at the butt, and there's like a little bit of pant that covers the butt, but the booty is out right there.
It was something that you wore in the house for your boyfriend or a husband.
No, they're not wearing it in the house. They're wearing it in public spaces.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Are around.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a new trend. I don't understand how it started, but it's in full effect. Because I was thinking to myself, we are here at this public event, family-oriented event, and I got to look at your butt. What are we doing? The thirst.
How is that not creepy?
I'll do you one better. I've seen women show up to high school graduations in those see-through bodysuit thing. Where
they come pick up their kids, parents with this stuff.
It is wild to me. Absolutely wild that you would show up to a high school graduation.
That's her. It's the style now. I don't get it.
She's turned around, face with her ass facing the crowd. It's like I don't understand it. I get that there are double standards out there, but some of them is, it's like, come on now.
Right. And I can see why he would probably feel comfortable saying, because he thought like, well, you're the one who did it, and I'm just pointing out what you did. Like
all the time. That may even have been a deciding factor in him hiring her, because I know that she has this following on Instagram or just in general, on top of her playing ball, but I know that she's going to be doing a lot of stuff off the court. All right, let's put you in these shoes. we're gonna send you this shoe so that you can match it with whatever leotard or spandex fit that you want to wear. You know what I'm saying? And have your ass out. We know that this is something that you're gonna do, so here we're gonna feed it to you because we know that that's what you're into. So it's like, man, you can't get uncomfortable and mad when somebody sexualizes you or mentions how it is that you dress, if that's how you're dressing.
And he didn't even say, he just said it. He just referenced something you did. He never said, oh, because the booty shorts was so, and I was able to see your butt. He just said, if you wore what you wore, this, right?
There's really nothing wrong with what he said. It was just inappropriate coming from the position of a boss. If anybody else said so, it wouldn't have been a problem. Because he's right. If she did a video dunking in the shorts and sold a picture of it on a t-shirt, it would sell out. Everything he said was factual. He wasn't adjusting his jump when he said it. He wasn't like leaned in the camera on some pervy shit when he said it. He stated a fact. And this is a guy that got it out the mud, owns all types of random ass businesses, has a good ear for what would make money. So what he said was factual and true. It was just uncomfortable because of the position of power he has over her. And for anybody that's ever gotten cringe vibes from Shaq, you've got to check your cringe meter. Shaq just comes across as a big grown-ass kid. Every time he goes somewhere, he's constantly buying stuff for whole families. You know what I'm saying? Families that got handicapped kids, autistic kids, needy kids. He's going to buy them vehicles, toys, Christmas gifts, and he's buying it through the parents. So, nah, you got to check your cringe meter on Shaq. He's a big, goofy dude, and goofy people cross the line a lot. He done tackled Kenny Smith into a tree on Christmas Live. Like, we all saw that. Like, he a big, goofy kid.
Hey, that man picked up Kevin Hart and dry humped him.
Right. That was cringe.
That was wild as hell.
He violated Kevin Hart. He took the cornbread. He didn't ask for the cornbread.
Oh man.
Life shit. You go finish your cornbread. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that type of energy.
Yeah, man. We live in a wild time, man. No accountability.
And Living Color wouldn't even exist in this time.
Because everything is right. Everything is offensive.
The whole show would have been shot down second episode.